Hey, yo, what's up? This disciple Marshall Occurrence reign back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-America all day, as you know. So that's how it is. That's the point we came to. That's what it came to. So this video is going to be about basically how America has child marriage and Russia don't. Russia does not. You know, you can say what you want to say about Russia, but if you go check Russia, as far as laws, they don't have child marriage. In reality, America America does. Talking about Russia and their integrity, talking about who they are, but you got child marriage. You got child marriage though. So how are you able to look at Russia that does not have child marriage and try to pick them apart as far as integrity? I don't understand that. I don't see how someone can be totally oblivious to their own state of marrying children in this country. 44 states for child marriage, but you trying to check Russia. You're trying to check their integrity. Like I said once again, like I said before, once again, America is not the greatest country in the world. Okay? They're not. They're not the greatest country in the world. And they're sitting up trying to act like they are and still trying to hold on to whatever little power they once had. Whatever they once had, that's gone. Okay? Now, Russia has the age of consent at 16, but they're not marrying children. And I'm not saying that I agree with that, but the bottom line is this: America, you are in a way worse state as far as morality and in the need for you to discontinue. You're in a state that you need to discontinue. You're in a state way worse than Russia. Okay? Let's get that understood. Let's get it totally understood. If you have, let's just do the math. They have child marriage. They have child marriage. America. Russia does not. Who you going with? The people that got child marriage or the Russians? Huh? It's a no-brainer, man. You claim to be smart, is it? You're smart, but it's a no-brainer. Literally, America has literal child marriage, literally. Okay? Bottom line. I don't care about the process of the child marriage. I don't care about the requirements and the qualifications of the child marriage. I don't care about that. You know what I care about? The fact that it is legal in this country. I don't care how many people done it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not waiting for 1 million people to have child marriage here in America for me to feel like this country should discontinue. That's a 7. You should discontinue as soon as you made the law. It don't matter how many people done it or not. It's the fact that your American government has made it possible for people to have marriage with a child. I know it's shocking, ain't it? You still don't believe it, do you? I don't think half of you Americans halfway believe it, do you? You don't halfway believe it, do you? And it's a full-blown law, and you still act like you don't believe it. Yeah, so it came to this. It came to this. It came to me departing from a country that has child marriage and thought they could play with me. Okay? Hey. It's no institution in this country that can look me in my face and tell me something after this. What you gonna tell me after this? You got 44 states with child marriage. What you want to say after that? What you got to say after that? And Russia does not. Yeah, Russia does not have child marriage, buddy. You have to be 18. Go look. So in my book, how can you ever oppose and be better than Russia? We ain't talking about no other countries. We talking about Russia against America because I think they tougher than Russia. Okay, how you tougher than Russia when you got 44 states with child marriage? Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep hitting with the same. Look, if it ain't broke, I ain't gonna fix it. This is where this law right here is why we want you to discontinue as a community, brand, and culture in government. If it ain't, hey, I don't need a million reasons. I don't need a million reasons. All I need is a big enough of a caliber of a bombshell as far as information for you to discontinue. This is it. Hey, and you don't have a country when you got 44 states with child marriage. You don't have a country. Don't you worry your little heart. You don't have a public. You don't have a public anymore. You have people that are just here. They don't have a government of integrity. They don't have a system of integrity. You don't have a public or a government or system as far as how I see it. You got 44 states with child marriage. Russia does not. Russia does not. Okay? Russia does not have one law that is child marriage law. Once again, Russia, the country Russia in its entirety does not have any child marriage laws. America has 50 states. Out of those 50 states, 44 of them has child marriage. That's the majority of your country. And you think we should want to have alliance with you, but you're marrying children, riding around like John Wayne, using children against people to test them out in public like we don't know. Yeah, they're using children out in public to see how people interact with children. The American community is doing that. So what they do is they put children in front of you to try to see how you gonna act, to try to see if you a pedophile. They're watching your body language. You ain't literally done nothing to them. So what they trying to see? They trying to see how you think. They trying to say that you have some internal struggle with pedophilia. And I've never seen closet pedophiles. Anybody ever seen closet pedophiles? That's in the closet. Anybody ever seen dormant pedophiles? Well, I thought they was the one most hyped up on the dope. Yeah, ain't no such thing as no dormant crackheads, are there? Crackheads go get dope, don't they? Well, sexually speaking, pedophiles are the one that's the biggest dope. That part. As far as if sex was a drug, the pedophiles are the biggest dope, man. If sex was a drug, the pedophiles are on the biggest drug, buddy. With that being said, there is no such thing as a dormant, a closet pedophile. That's what makes them who they are. They gonna go do something out there and get locked up. They gonna go out there and do something. Ain't no closet pedophiles. So why you out in public using children out in the public trying to see with individuals who's the pedophile? You don't have to worry about that, buddy. You're not smart enough to realize that there are not dormant pedophiles. There's not closet pedophiles, buddy. It's just like a hopeless crackhead or a hopeless drunk. Eventually, the behavior is gonna come out. You don't have to worry your little self-righteous heart about it, buddy. Eventually, if someone's a pedophile, let me tell you something about the real truth of the reality out here. Because you now at this point are outside of reality. In reality, you don't have to try to find no pedophile. They will incriminate themselves. They're very capable of incriminating themselves. The real ones, not the people that you want to be a pedophile. The real ones eventually, ultimately incriminate themselves, you dummy. That's a 7. But meanwhile, on top even with that being said, who are you to even ride around and care about it when you got 44 states for child marriage, big baby? You got 44 states in America with child marriage. You are not the go-to for avenging sex victims. That's a 7. Well, you got 44 states with child marriage. When you become an avenger? What part of the show you went from 44 states with child marriage to an avenger? Hey, what part did I miss? I missed something. Because you still got child marriage up here. I don't care how much you ride around. I don't care how much you die around. I don't care how much you slide around. You got 44 states with child marriage. I don't care how many people doing it. And I don't care about the people talking about, well, it's with parental consent. I could care less. You know how smart I am? I'm looking at the fact that it's an option in your country. How about that part? I don't care how many people doing it. I don't care if only 3 people doing it. I'm looking at the fact that it's a possibility in 44 states in America. That's your death sentence right there. Boom. Ow. I don't need to wait for 1,000 people to win this war. Well, we got 1,000 cases of child marriage. America need to shut down. Nah, you need to shut down just based on the fact that you made it a possibility in America against the whole value system of the American community. Ain't nobody out here agreeing with 44 states with child marriage. Anybody out here in America agreeing with that? So you made laws against the value system of your own community. Anybody out here on the average in the culture of America or among the people that want to marry children? Anybody want to marry a child? So why are they passing laws for you to marry children then? They just passed the last one 38 months ago. They just passed the last child law 38 months ago. 38 months, guys. They passed the last child law. Go look it up. And they think they're greater than Russia. And you just passed child laws in 38 months ago, and Russia don't even have no child laws at all. No child marriage laws. So how can you sit here and think you greater, man? What world you live in, bruh? What world you live in? I live in the world where America has 44 states for child marriage. That's the world I live in. Now, what world you live in? Well, they think they big and bad and better than everybody else, but they got child marriage and Russia don't got child marriage. That part. That part. Yeah, you just lost your greatness totally, buddy. Little Donald Trump trying to tell you to make America great again. You ain't got no greatness now. How you gonna make any? You ain't got no greatness. You ain't got nothing to cultivate no more. As far as greatness, which consists of integrity and morality and character, you ain't got none of that no more when you got 44 states marrying children, big baby. Yeah, you thought this was a gimmick. You think this is a McDonald's commercial, buddy. I'm telling you, your country got marriage with children in 44 states, and you think it's a damn game. Yeah, this ain't no gimmick. This ain't no, what part of this you don't understand? What part of this you don't understand? You got 44 states with child marriage in America. What part of that you don't understand? Huh? Look, man. We going all the way with this one, buddy. We willing to die for this. When this country got child marriage and they think they want to go to war, we're willing to die for this, man. What you willing to die for? What you dying for? These washed up 44 states, faded glory, messing with children, child marriage. That's what you dying for? Faded glory? Well, it's faded glory when you got 44 states with child marriage, big baby. I don't care who you are in America. You under a faded glory flag now. And it ain't nobody's fault. It ain't my fault. Hey, it is what it is. It ain't my fault. It ain't the American community fault. It's the government. But the reason why the community loses too, because it's too much of an ignorance for you to survive. How the whole community that ignorant? It's one thing, okay, everybody don't know, granted, but your whole culture doesn't know. That's why you have a death sentence. That's why you have to discontinue. It's an extreme ignorance that your country cannot weather. How you gonna weather that? Y'all didn't know this for decades. You can't weather that, buddy. I'm sorry. You can't repair it. That's why I told you, America is beyond repair. And you don't want to accept it. Y'all, the American community was too ignorant, and the American government was too much of a pedophile. So the American community, which consists of the civilians, the residents, of America, you was too ignorant to an extreme. It's no way your whole country, from Arkansas to Kentucky to Florida to Seattle to Phoenix, no one knows this. No one has projected in one sentence, collectively speaking, that 44 states has child marriage. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much of an extreme ignorance. Okay? Just in case you thought, oh, it's them. Well, it's you being ignorant, though. What about that part? What about you being ignorant of this? That's where you're to blame. I know you thought it was all them. Well, you're ignorant to a fault. You're ignorant to a fault. You're ignorant to an extreme fault where your whole community has been been ignorant, okay, of the fact that there's a 44 states with child marriage. What you doing? What you doing as that's going on? Huh? Nah. We got this wrapped up, buddy. 44 states with child marriage. Russia doesn't have it. You have it. No, we talk about facts. Everybody talking about facts these days, huh? Everybody talking about pedophiles these days, huh? Well, let's talk about it. You got 44 states with child marriage, buddy. Right here in America, baby. Right here in the mainland. America. Homeland America. All America, mainland. Your ass got 44 states marrying children. What you talking about? Besides, after that, that's my question. What's the conversation after that? Huh? Man, you can't make this up. And there's no way you can wiggle your way out of this and boogie your way out of this. You can't boogie your way out of this, buddy. You cannot boogie your way out of having 44 states with child marriage and your whole country don't know. Your government passed the laws in a time and place and time where there's no excuse, where the American community as a whole, on the average, everyday citizens here do not even agree with children and adults having sex, let alone getting married. Let alone getting married. These people out here bugged out and crazy. You think I'm tripping? Talk to them about children and adults having sex and see how bugged out these Americans become. So how bugged out you think they're going to become when they find out 44 states marrying children and ain't nobody know? Yeah, it's the same topic, same stuff you're talking about, big baby. Hey, it's nothing different. I'm not speaking anything foreign here, am I? Foreign to your community and civilization. We're talking about adults and children having sex, right? Correct? Correct. Okay, so why you got 44 states with child marriage, which means a child is married to an adult right here in America in 44 states? Explain that. Why you passed the last law as a government 38 months ago. Explain it. Why you sitting up here hooping and hollering about you a child protector? We don't want to hear that song anymore. You a child protector? Well, why you got 44 states marrying children, putting children in harm's way? Yeah, just like a soldier. I'm gonna use the same gun. I'm gonna use the same gun and rounds. 44 states marrying children. Boom. I don't gotta shoot no other kind of gun, do I? Hey, like I said, if it's not broke, I ain't fixing it. These rounds, that round right there with this gun and this caliber, 44 states marrying children, you can't beat that fofo. Ow, that's a 7. You can't beat that fofo. You can't beat that 44. You can't beat that 44 caliber. 44 states with child marriage, buddy. You can't beat that. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. And anything you trying to say about me or do about me, do towards me, it's a bulletproof vest. It turns into that too. Well, when I'm on the defense, well, how you looking at my life and you got 44 states for child marriage? That's my past already. Well, I'm the only one who revealed it. So who you think the past coming to? It's coming to me. Why you got 44 states for child marriage? You ain't got no past, buddy. I'm automatically on top whether they agree with it or not. How they on top of me? Because of money? And you got 44 states for child marriage, but you're richer than me, and you think that makes you greater than me. But you're ignorant of it, or you either was a part of it or ignorant of it. Here in America, you're either ignorant of it or a part of it. So no matter what category you're in, if you're rich and you were ignorant of it, or you're rich and you're a part of it, how you can compare to the man that's telling you this? That's all. I mean, look, some information takes you straight to the top, man, like an elevator. This information has taken me straight to the top. Okay, this specifically, I ain't talking about nothing else. I ain't talking about no secret societies. Hear me talking about secret societies? Do you hear me do you hear me wasting any time talking about secret societies and all these other little things that I think people are doing? You see me wasting a lot of time, excessive time, talking about secret societies? You don't, do you? You know what you see me doing? Going straight to the chase, cutting straight to the chase. You got 44 states with child marriage. That's shutting all that down. Secret societies and all. Well, I don't know where they think they're going to be. Hey, what secret society in America think they're going to be when 44 states with child marriage comes to the light in this country and the country is discontinued? What they think they're going to be? See, what they don't realize is we're shutting down the playground. Yeah, you can ride around, jump on the seesaws, do all of that, big baby. But we got construction tearing down the whole playground while you sitting up there dumb, still playing in the playground. Oh, you didn't see the construction site around the playground, did you? Yeah, we shut, and then what you gonna do then? You could be alive all day. See, the deception with you is you think because you alive that you winning and that you ain't nothing happening. Well, then why is your environment looking like a playground under destruction, under construction and destruction, or construction of destruction? Why does your playground? Why does your America look like a playground under construction destruction? Explain it. You can't, can you? See, what God did was, we could tell you the whole plan and then you can do about it. That's how mighty we are. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about what God is doing? I don't have to be in secret. Ain't nothing you can do about it. There's nothing in the world you can do about this, man. You got 44 states with child marriage. That's information that discontinues you as a brand and community. What you're going to do when God is tearing up the whole... See, what God decided to do is destroy the environment. While you think that nothing is happening, the whole environment, look at your environment. So what's going to happen is, I can tell you, like I said, your whole environment is going to be destroyed and you're going to be sitting around talking about, we didn't die, but your environment died, dummy. It's the best. God, that's why I believe in God. He chose to destroy your environment. Well, that cuts to the chase. Long as you have an environment, you still can have dummies that pop back up. But if God's kingdom is tearing down your environment, what are you going to have? You ain't gonna have nothing. And all that riding around that you're doing is gonna look so silly. Just a little bit. Just wait for it, guys. Look how corny they look already. Look how much of a cornball they look like already. Well, they riding around and look, we just hitting them with 44 states with child marriage. I'm talking to networking with Russians and letting them know about it. And what they doing? Riding around. Man, you can't ride around and win this war. I'm sorry. You doing it to create a certain mentality or perception among the people that you're somehow on our level, or you're somehow fighting on the caliber that we're fighting. You can send 1 million dummies around, and it doesn't equate to the fact that you have COVID-19 in your community, and you have information that is destroying you as well. 44 states with child marriage and COVID together is what? An inevitable end. Well, can they tell you how to get rid of COVID? Why you done got used to it and pulled down your mask, they still can't tell you what the plan is, can they? Can they tell you the plan of how COVID is going to leave? I'm being simple. Can they tell you a plan of how COVID is going to leave? They can't, can you? They can't, can they? They can't, can they? Okay, so you still got that going on. That's an attack against your little playground that you're riding around in. You got 44 states of child marriage. That's information that you can't come back from. So if COVID don't get you, these 44 states is waiting for you, big baby. These 44 states with child marriage is waiting for you. It's waiting for you to realize you already dead. Well, how are you alive as a community and country with 44 states with child marriage? How are you alive? And you know what that means to me? You don't have no missions. Dead men, dead soldiers do not have missions. You know any dead soldiers walking around here doing missions? So why you still out here acting like you're doing operations and missions like a baby when you got 44 states with child marriage? We already won, buddy. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. What else? Like I told you before, if I left this country, I win. I win because look what you got going on. Okay? You got 44 states with child marriage. By any man's integrity, by any human being's integrity of preserving their own families. I didn't ask you if you was good or evil. I'm talking about preserving your own flesh and blood. They got child marriage that puts your flesh and blood in harm's way. You see how this even goes beyond moral states, ironically, right? Well, I don't know too many people that even are evil that want their children out there married to adults. Even the wicked and the evil in this country will not agree with this. Well, they can't have a legacy, even of evil, if your child is thrown away in child marriage. You can't even have a legacy of evil, can you? See how messed up it is? I know I got you, didn't I? I got you real good. Because even the evil can't have a kingdom. When you got 44 states with child marriage, no, buddy. No. You see that part? You see that part right there? And that's what I'm talking about. And that's why you as a brand, whether you accept it or not, this information, which I can't make up, of 44 states with child marriage is all we're harping on and talking about. We ain't talking about nothing else. And I'm a Christian. I'm able to do sermons. I can sit here. I ain't talking about nothing else. This is all I'm talking about. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Why I'm preaching to people with 44 states with child marriage? You think I'm preaching to them? Huh? What I need to tell them? That come on, man. No, I feel no desire to sidestep 44 states with child marriage and talk about other things. Talk about positive, inspirational things, but you got child marriage. You see what I'm saying? I feel no need to tell you about being inspired and being positive or anything to that effect when you got 44 states with child marriage and Russia does not. Russia does not. You see that? So see, in the end, Russia won. Because you got child marriage and ain't nobody trying to hear ain't nobody trying to hear nothing else. No, I know, yeah. You know, people act like I'm exaggerating. How? When these people are bugged out, doing bugged out things with children out here trying to test people, what I call it is pedophile entrapment operations. They try to entrap you as a pedophile with operations using children, seeing how you respond as far as interacting with them and seeing if they can incriminate you by, I guess, aura and vibration that you're a pedophile, which you still need actions. Nobody ain't going with that. Especially when you do something excessively to a person. We don't know if they went crazy. We don't know, if they're self-conscious. You can't read people when you don't play with them that much like that. So you lose. See what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got 44 states with child marriage, big baby, boom.